What if I told you it was possible to take a small local business from doing $40,000 in 2023 to being on track to doing well over $1 million in revenue as of this financial year? Well, that's exactly what we did for a local business owner that became a customer of ours. So in this video, I wanted to break down the exact strategy that we used and walk through why it worked. So this client owned a local painting business in a catchment area of about 300,000 people. They were getting pretty much all their work through word of mouth, which sounds great, but isn't really a consistent way. And you can't scale it if you're trying to grow your business super well. So they were getting most of their work from that. And then they were also getting a bit of work from letterbox dropping. And that was taking more time than the owner was actually painting. So it was a high time investment where they couldn't focus on doing the best job that they possibly could. So when we had a look at it, we said, okay, well, we need to get traffic very fast and we need to get leads into the business. When it comes to lead generation online, there's really only one way to do that, and that is through a website and a traffic source. So very early on, we decided that instead of targeting the 300,000 population area, which was the main town and then a bunch of little towns around it, we said, okay, well, let's just target the main town, which had about 52,000 people in it, and really go hard on that and dominate that area before actually expanding it out. So that's actually something Peter Thiel talks about, is start in a small geographical area, dominate the area before you try and grow. Taking that principle aboard, what we did was we built the website specifically for that local location. So if you think about if you're in a large city where you've got millions of people, instead of targeting the whole city, you target just specific little suburbs within the city that maybe have a maximum of 100,000 people. If you go above that, you start to compete with people that have been doing this for a very long time, and it's very hard to get ahead of them in any sort of reasonable time frame. So we said, okay, well, let's target this location and not only build the website, but we also went a step further. And this is the biggest tip that I can give anyone, is you don't need to use your business name as your domain name. So if your business name is Jimmy's Best Pressure Washing, then you've got pressure washing in the name of it, but you've got no location signal for Google. So if you can get your keyword as a domain name, it's always sort of location, then service. So it might be sydneypainters.com.au. If you can get that one, you're going to be well and truly ahead of your competition when it comes to ranking your website. We were lucky on the fact that we were able to purchase that domain, and we built the whole website to target that super specific location. Once we had the website up and running, what we did then was said, okay, we want a long-term traffic funnel and we want a short-term traffic funnel. Short-term in terms of like how quickly you get results from it, and long-term in terms of how much of a foundation is it building. So everyone kind of knows the best long-term strategy is search engine optimization. Don't listen to what all the random internet gurus tell you. It's still a very, very powerful way of growing your business. What we did was, from the very first moment when we're building the website, was focus on SEO, and again, just on that location. So we had services pages that talked about that location. We had blogs talking about that location. We got listed on local business directories specific to that location. And we saw within 3 months, we're in the top 5 results. But then we also knew that we needed to get traffic quickly in order to get those sort of low-hanging fruit wins. So we decided to go with Google Ads instead of social media, just because of how high intent we wanted the traffic coming into the website. So with our Google AdWords set up, and this is always a debate whether Google Ads works for local businesses, it does. You just need to absolutely pump the negative keywords. So like you can choose a positive keyword or a keyword for your campaign, say it's like Sydney Painter. You can also add keywords that will make it so your website doesn't show up for those. So examples of this could be like Jimmy's Paintings Sydney, and that's someone else's brand name and the keyword that you were choosing. So you can get rid of that one so you're not bidding for that keyword. And so what we did was within a few weeks, we had a list of like 200 negative keywords in the campaign. Once we set that up, we had the SEO running, we had the Google ads, we had the website. Then by about 12 months in, all of that was really humming along. Their business was just growing month on month. So then we said, okay, well, we've kind of saturated that local market. Obviously, there was still room to grow, and there still is room to grow there. But we then decided, let's go for all the low-hanging fruit in all the surrounding locations. So we're currently up to about 7 different websites on very location-specific domains for all of the surrounding areas. And the growth in the business has just been explosive as all those new areas come online. So hopefully there's some tidbits in there that you can use for your own business, but that's how we took a small local painting business from $40,000 to $1 million in 24 months.